Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Good, good. Well, we're just in this big sideways distribution. Hey, Ronan, good to see you guys. Now, overnight, excuse me, my voice is still a little messed up. Apologies for that. Overnight inventory, I'd say, is about 95% long. Okay. And we haven't had any kind of a significant correction to that inventory yet. So let's see if we do off the open. Like I said in our Globex session, if we start creeping up over these levels, be very careful position short, okay? If we start taking out 7,800 and 7,812, there's no overhang left, so this thing could pop, right? That's the problem with sideways distribution. Let me zoom out a little bit and you'll kind of understand. So the inventory is underneath 7511. We gapped up and we're going sideways here. When you go sideways like that, the danger is at all-time highs that it's very easy. If you don't get any serious liquidation, you are going to attract buyers. It's like leaving food out at a picnic. You are going to attract animals. So this sideways motion, what it does is it gives people a sense of stability, right? So while we are looking for a correction to overnight inventory off the open, okay, right now the price is just running up higher because everyone's caught short and they're pushing price higher. But if we can correct, we'll come back down and try and tag yesterday's close. If we can't correct, we're going to have a heck of a time getting lower. One area that I'll tell you about is this area right here. 77, 70, 77, 77. Let's just call it 77, 78. Right? If we can take that out, we could get a little bit of liquidation. But right now, hit and run shorts only. Don't go position short until the market opens and we can't take out the previous day high or the overnight high. So be forewarned. Don't get caught upside down. Okay? Let the market show you the way. Alrighty. What are we going to do here? Okay. Let's go take a look at our little, dig in a little closer here. Yeah, 77, 78 is the pinata level. To the upset, on the upside, I want to bring your attention to the 77.95 area. Every time we've gotten to that area, we've hit selling. Okay? Every time we've come up to 77.95, there's been a seller. Let's see if that actually happens. What news, Jimmy? Oh, no, no. The bid right now, my friend, is just from the regular normal market mechanics, right? People get short, they add, then they go to cover and the market rips. It's the same thing, right? Don't worry about the news. What you need to do is just make sure you're not in a trade when the news comes, right? In regards to 77, 78, no, brother, that has nothing to do with the news, my friend. 77, 78 is because you see this low here and you see this low here. That's why. There you go. Do you mean it's because that's where the bid was when the news came out? Is that what you're, maybe I'm misinterpreting what you're trying to say. Are you trying to say that we're looking at that because that's where the bid was when the news came out? Because that makes sense. But the reason why I'm looking at that is because if you look at that P low and the W low, they match up, right? The thing is, anyone who is long above that level, if that level breaks, all that candy will start falling out. Exactly. Exactly. You got it. You got it. Cool. Good, good. So the overnight point of control, which means the cost basis of the overnight inventory is up here, which means they've had good distribution. Okay. Now let's see if we get any kind of a sale. We could, if we open outside yesterday's range, we'll open on a gap up. Good, good. If we open outside yesterday's range, that's a gap. That's a change in business. So in essence, say if we open at 77.96 or 97, it'll be a gap. That's all. Real simple stuff, right? We're so far, if we open like right now here at 91, we're opening inside the previous day's range, right? And inside the previous day's cost basis. So that means it's business as usual, right? no big change, right? But if we open outside yesterday's business range, trading range, then, oh, okay, something has changed, right? Yeah, no problem. No problem. If it opens and it kind of messes around, unless there's a clear rejection, just careful on the short side, okay? What would be the best trade if it looks above yesterday's high, like say it opens here, looks above yesterday's high and then comes back in, then we can short put our stop here and look for 88 as our first bid, first place to cover. Let's see if that happens. That's kind of a, how shall I say, uh, a dream scenario. Excuse me. Hey, Deuce, what's going on? Yeah, it's like the trading wish list, right, Raj? It's like all I want for Christmas is a gap fill, and a nice short. Oh man, is it is it still hot down south? It's like 33 Celsius here in Liverpool. I got two portable air conditioning units running. There we go. I didn't catch that 92 short. Damn. I was too slow. I was trying to short 92, maybe 91. I didn't get it out fast enough. I got a couple short at 88. I covered one at 86 and the other one at 87. It's not the greatest trade. Little slow. Little slow. I'm looking for the seller. When this big red candle closes, I want to see where they sell into it on the next candle. Right? That's something that you'll hear on Trade Desk. Oh, there's a bid. Then you'll hear someone say, "Hey, look where they sell into it." Right? So look how they're going to sell into it at the 88s. Right? If this thing pops over 90, careful shorting it, okay? Watch 77.90. If there's no seller there, be careful. These are big candles. If you don't feel comfortable trading a big candle, don't worry. Let this thing open up a bit here. It's 96 where you are, Deuce. Where are you? I hope you have a pool. I wish I did. It's the only thing I miss about having a house, is you don't get to have a pool. Oh, South Carolina, cool. I've never been. I hear it's nice. It's 10 in Edmund, Oh my God. That's cold. I'm long one contract at 89.5. I offered at 91.5, and I got taken. Sorry. I just see bids. I want a short, but it's a fool's game after this green candle. Hey Jay, what's going on? How you doing? Okay. Took a little short, took a little long. Now let's see what the cat drags in for order flow. Hmm. Oh, nice short, Lewis. Nice short. Well done. Now it's kind of loitering around yesterday's high. Be careful, my friends, if it takes out yesterday's high. Okay. If we get accepted above that, the next stop is 77.98 to the upside here. Okay. On our half hour candle chart, that 77.95 once again is in play. Do we take that out and accept higher? Because then all the inventory will be below us. So let's see. They're going to work this out here. If we accept over 95, okay, we got a seller at 95 and change. You'll want to be long 95, stop 94, and you're looking for 98, but you know what? I'll sell 97 and a quarter. Thank you. And that was just one contract. Taking that stop. Now we're running out of stops in this thing. There's 98. This next stop will be up over 78.02. And then once we take out these 78.20s, we're at all-time highs, my friends. So this is stop runs. This was what happens when people are starting to get bought in now, right? Or buying themselves in, you know? It does, Milo, because there are large traders out there that will eat your stops. Not the market makers, but there are large traders, and everybody knows where the stops are, right? So we're in now 4 times cost basis. The target is 78.03 and change. And if we get above that, which I really hope we don't, but it's hard to pray for liquidation in the summertime when, everybody just wants to mark up their portfolio while they're in the Hamptons. We don't get any invitations to the Hamptons. Okay, so there's 4, and then I'll just stack another 4 on those. But for now, that's good enough. Hey, nice work, Ian. Nice work. All right. Well done. No short here, folks. No short here. Okay. Pretty much, Milo. This is all short covering. As soon as we took out yesterday's high, anyone who was short underneath started coming into cover. When all those buyers came in, the sellers just went, "Woo, let's raise price." Whoop. You know, it's like those guys selling the vintage Ferraris. You got three people willing to pay 15 million for their car. Boom, they jump the price to 20. Right? Jimmy knows what it's like. He runs those auctions. Hey, nice long rub. Well done. Beautiful trades. Love to see people making money. Look at all that buying. Right? Look at all that size there. They're desperately trying to cover. So over 5.5, just use levels, my friends. There is no reason to short this thing until you see a seller. If it does a look above and fail of 78.03, then you could probably take a short at 2, stop 3, and then down. But until it comes underneath and offers under 78.03, I don't feel comfortable shorting it. Yeah, it's tough to buy it here, right? Moran, this is what happens when you run out of supply. It's August. All of the supply is underneath us. The fact, when I was away, we had those crazy days and we had gaps and 7 sets of single prints and all that stuff. There was no correction to that at all. Nobody wants to come in and start selling the market and leave their house in the Hamptons. Looking for 8.5 next. And then after 8.5, it'll be here somewhere on 78.11. Really hard to trade this now. I know a lot of people are like, I missed the long, so I want to hit the short. Wait until the sellers confirm that they've got a lower price. Okay? I know you're itching to short inventory correction, all that sort of thing, but don't do it until you see a seller. The upper stops are here. %, TBD. Hit and run shorting, I call it. Position shorting at all-time highs is a fool's game. Well, unless you've got a ton of money and you don't like to sleep at night and you don't mind your hair falling out in the sink, then it's okay to go position short. Right? But once your hair starts falling out in the sink, you might want to curtail your shorting a little bit. Yeah, hit and run like you have no insurance. Exactly, Jimmy. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Can we get a couple of red candles going here? Come on, my folks want some trades. Come on, market. This is just pure distribution. Imagine being long like 1,000 contracts from 82 to 90, and you're just lobbing them out here. Here, you take 2, you take 10, you take 50, you take 200. Here's 30. You're just like tossing them out. Oh, it's beautiful. Right? Distribution is If you guys don't understand what I'm talking about is the feeling of selling a lot of something. It's like the most wonderful feeling in the world. They stop selling Milo when they see buyers. They raise price. It's as simple as that. Just what I'm talking about now. Close your eyes, right? And pretend, Milo, that you own 1,000 contracts at a 92 cost average. Okay? And you're selling at 78.06, but then China and Alexander and Jimmy come and they start selling at 4 and 5. You're going to start lowering your price. But if you guys all see a whole bunch of buyers coming in at 3, you're going to raise your price back to 4. Hey, let's see if they'll pay 5. Hey, let's see if they'll pay 6. Nope, they're not going to pay 6. Knock it back down to 5. Right? It's that continuous, here we go. Let's see now. I'm going to see if the next candle can stay underneath 3.25. Right? After distribution, you get a bit of a sale. So if this next candle, let's see if we can put on a little short. Small size. Short 2, stop 3/4. I'm going to bid 7,800 and a half. And do I get a fill? Come on. Yeah, I'm flat. Right? That was just a little test short. Right? Hit the 2s, stop 3.25. Put it 7,800 and a half bid. I got hit. Right? Not trying to buy a Gulf Stream on that trade, just seeing whether or not the seller is there. Now, in the next 15 seconds, when that candle opens, we're going to see, are the sellers, is that competition going to keep coming, right? Is everyone going to lower price? I don't take trades in the middle. I'll sure as hell close them out in the middle. Right? So that was a typical look above and fail. Sorry. And now we're back over 3. So now let's see this little flush. Did that bring in buyers? Oh, come on. Come back. I want to buy 4. Come back. Oh, you rat bastard. Look at that. Right? So, Deuce, you get what I was doing? I was short 2, stop 3, and then I put a bid right here. Why did I put a bid here? Because it's my level. Does that make sense? So I didn't take a trade in the middle. I took a trade at the edge. Just want to make sure you understand. If you're long, you could stay long, right? I wanted to buy 4. You know, they've just trapped some shorts now under 3, and they're all trying to cover at the same time. Cool. Good question, Deuce. If it seems, if you ever not understand anything, just, hey, JJ, what the hell's going on? Okay. Yeah, the market is bid. I mean, look at this. We're like, this thing is crazy, man. It's crazy. Never seen rallies like this. Okay. Guys, do me a favor. I don't want to be a pain in the ass, but let's take the travel talk to the travel channel because people are going to start complaining. Okay? Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Inventory is all underneath us. Exactly, Jimmy. Exactly. Oof. So it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I just have to remind you guys. No worries. So short sellers, right? Your last chance for romance is like at 78.19. If somebody doesn't come in and just start hammering this thing soon, you're going to be in a spot of trouble, as they say here in the UK, right? You might have to put the kettle on. No, I'm not familiar at all with measured moves. I've heard the term quite a bit. Um, and what it probably is, Jay, is it's a retail term that tries to explain what I'm talking about inventory, the cost basis of that inventory, and a measured move would be a profit move or a discount move to that inventory. Yeah. I've heard good things, right? Just a different way of saying the same thing, right? Measured moves are a species of cost basis, China Pug. It's you zigged when you should have zagged. Measured moves is a term that retail traders use. It's never used in market making or in institutional trading. So the business is inventory and cost basis. Then you guys go and get all sorts of verbiage because you guys don't work in the business, right? So you try and come up with terms so you can understand. So that's where you get that from, right? Yeah, but it comes from inventory and cost basis. And I'm not being egotistical, it's just that's the way the business is, right? I didn't invent this stuff. You know, inventory has been around since cavemen were selling rocks. People are from Ohio. Yeah, because you remember it's a market, right? So this is just a sales chart. All it is a sales chart. And it's hard to come from that angle unless you've been a seller. See, you guys come from the retail where you're buyers, right? You're the guys who line up to buy an iPhone, you line up to buy this, you line up to buy that. We have been taught to sell, right? Get them in, get them to buy, get them in, get them to buy, right? New distribution at all-time highs. Hey, Grain Monk, what's going on? What I'm waiting for is the move to stop and for us to start going sideways so I can do a few more trades. Mind you, I do think that after this session I'm going to run outside. It's like frickin' Miami outside. It's hot. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's really hard sitting at a desk when it's so nice out. You know, I gotta find a friend with a boat. Everybody finds it long, Sergio, even large institutional traders, right? What's better to trade? Momentum with 77.03. Go with, man. Always go with. I took the look above and fail and I made like 6 ticks or 8 ticks, right? You want to go with. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know, maybe I'm going through my second childhood. For some reason this summer, I have not wanted to be at the desk. I want to like back in the when I was young, I would always have friends who had boats, whose parents had boats, right? My parents didn't have a boat. They're like, "What do you want a boat? Go get another job." Right? Like, "Dad, can we get a boat?" He's like, "Boat? You need to study. Shut up and go in the basement and study." Right? So I always palled around with kids that had rich parents so I could go hang out in their boat. I even crewed on a sailboat once, right? So I'm getting that, hey, I need to find some pals who have boats and maybe they'll just invite me, you know? It's been hard to concentrate this summer. I think also because it hasn't rained in 2 months here up in the north of the UK. What made me leave the corporate world of trading? Well, a heart attack. My best friend, stealing millions of dollars from our group, a Wells notice, and then a heart attack and a quintuple bypass. Otherwise, I'd still be at it. Short the top and buy a boat. Let's find a boat. Let's find a top, Jay. I'm all with you, man. Oh, people steal from us all the time, Sergio. Just when you think you're the smartest guy at the table, somebody will rook you. It's always easier too if the guy's like your brother because you never see it coming. Right? You're always wary of new people you do business with. But when you've done business with someone for 10 years and they're like family, it is very easy for them just to take it all. Ah, it's life, right? It's just money. It's just money. You can always make more of it, you know? You know, I'll tell you something. Even when I had $20 million, I still hadn't been to Spain, right? I didn't travel. I didn't take a holiday for like 20 years, right? All I did was work. Market's always open, right? Yeah, it happens, right? No, they didn't go to jail. He went on to steal billions. He is what we call a good criminal, right? Or as he would say, he's a very talented gonif. He went on to steal billions. He took what I taught him and what his father taught him, and he did it well. He stole billions and nobody even knows he exists. Well, except the FBI. But they'll never catch him, right? He's sneaky, very sneaky. Looking for the 1819s, right? He's one of those guys who can steal your wallet, you'll never know it. Smooth. And he looks like Alfred E. Newman, from Mad Magazine. So you never suspect him. You think he's harmless. And then when $20 million is making, you know, yeah, it reminds me of my New York days. There's 19. Okay, come on. I haven't been calling out any trades. If you're long, stay long until they start selling into it, and they haven't yet. So if we take out the all-time high, I don't know where the hell this thing's going to stop. right? So there's a seller there, thank goodness. Let's see where we backfill to. Oh, seller's still at 19. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Not aggressive though. Yeah, it's just, honestly, if he had said, hey, I need this money, I owe people or something like that, which probably was the case, I would have said, hey, just take it, right? And save the friendship. You can always make another 20 million. It's not a big deal. Okay, all-time highs, my friends. All-time highs. Hell, all we had to do was do a few more deals and it would have been done. Oh, I have no complaints. I worked with a lot of really good crews over the years. Texas, New York, San Diego, Germany, right? Worked with some really decent crews. I've got no complaints. So yeah, like in the old days, the way people used to take companies public, none of us were like proper investment bankers, right? So we had teams. It was just like Ocean's 11, except, instead of knocking over a casino, you're taking a company public, right? So let's see if this 78.27 half has any weight to it. These levels here on the green, all of this stuff is untested. We've never been here. It's been a crazy A period. Hey Tequila, how you doing? See if we catch a bid here. There we go. Now, folks, not to sound like a nervous Nelly, right? Or an old grandmother, but when we're trading up at all-time highs, the order flow is very, very unpredictable. Okay, so please be careful, right? You know, keep keep your fingers and toes inside the vehicle. Okay, don't do anything crazy. Don't get emotional. Don't feel like you're missing something. Just wait. We'll start going sideways soon, hopefully, right? And for the love of God, do not short this thing until a seller shows up for more than 3 or 4 red candles, right? Yeah, right now the way there's so much credit there, Raj, now, right? That there's not so many buy-ins now in futures because these guys have so much leverage and so much credit. It's these guys buying themselves in. When they go, Uncle, I can't take any more, right? I'm short 200 points lower. I'm throwing in the towel, right? Hey Keith, how you doing? Does a look above and fail of a period high work? No, it does not. Definitely not. Not yet. The look above and fail, just put that on the shelf for a little while. Because right now we're doing what we call price exploration. Hey Dougie, what's going on? So let's see. Can we get up to 27 and a half? That's the level I'm looking for. That is 2 times this cost basis. and we've gotten through double this cost basis that we were in for days. We've gotten through that in an hour. I was kind of thinking maybe Friday, right? Oh, nice. You took calls off the open? Well done, well done. Oof. I'm good, I'm good. I want to be outside. Soon. So I was looking for 27 half. Where did we end up topping out at? 27 quarter. Okay, so the levels are fairly close. Fairly close. You know what's really funny? Everybody in the UK complains that it rains all the time. We haven't had rain for 8 weeks, and they're all dying for rain now. I didn't do the work, Milo. The algos did all the work. The algos did all the work to hit that level. Oh. Now let's see. Do we get any liquidation? Right? Maybe we get a look above and fail of 27 and a half, or a fail to get higher. Right? So if you are short, my friends, right? Say you're shorting this, put your stop at 28, right? There's no sense spending more money than that. Don't spend a ton of money shorting this thing. You know? And if it sticks over 28, just let it run, because there's no pullback yet on this thing. Right? There's no pullback. Who's buying right now? It's forced buying. It's a lot of forced buying, Milo. People who were short and who are trying to cover, and then people who missed the run and are being, forced to get in there and get long, right? And then, of course, you have people who are chasing price. You have emotional buyers. It's a big market, Just imagine one of those big flea markets, you know. Exactly. Sellers saw that it could raise price, and that's exactly what they're doing. Now, I'm hoping we distribute a little bit, and then we do a bit of liquidation. Goldman's buying. It is sticky. Of course, there's always some. It's a huge marketplace, Milo. So there's all sorts of participants, right? There's all sorts of participants. So you have people who are being forced to, you have people who are FOMO, all of that stuff, right? The concept of short selling is very hard for what I call citizens to understand. How do you sell something you don't own? It's really, it's really tough for them to figure that out. Now, does this distribution, does it bring buyers or does it force discount? if we do liquidate and you are short, I'd put some bids here around 22. That's true, Alexander. Exactly. We're just talking about, equities, and when you talk about shorting, people just freak out. They go, how do you sell something you don't own? You borrow it and then you sell it. So come on, we need a seller under 84. Come on. Just 84 down to 78.24 down to 21. I'll take that. Let's see. It's sticky. It's sticky. Yeah, caught a bid again. Small candles, eh? You're right, Moran. It's a tight little range up here, right? 2-3 points. Very easy to overtrade this, right? Very easy to overtrade this. So don't feel like you're missing out on anything right now. The day just started, right? No, it's because we haven't had enough time up here, Milo, to move the POC. The POC is here, right? It's 7806. So, and it's 3,700 contracts. So if we stay in this area long enough, the POC will probably move here. But if we start catching a bid, we'll start getting acceptance over 28 again. No problem. Yeah, time. Gosh. Let's see if Bitcoin cat. It's really weird. Everything's really up. Bitcoin has not caught a bid yet. It's just futzing around going sideways. Interesting. Oh, has gold stolen the shine? Oh, okay. Alrighty, friends. Staying over 78.28. We are going to be looking. The next level up will be on a longer term chart. Will be 78.38 half, which is just right here. You're welcome, Golden Hawk. My old partner from Long Island, my good partner, his handle was always Jumbo Hawk. Like I say, I don't. Yeah, the beach would be a good idea. I'm dreaming about the beach. Oh, if you are long, spread your sell orders out so you can take some profits as this thing goes higher. Other than that, I don't have an initiation of a trade right now. I apologize for that, but that's just a risk thing. Is everything else just being dragged higher? Let's see. Apple's still under 313. Microsoft look above and fail of 504. Man, the way that thing came from 398 to 500, that's like a penny stock. SpaceX hit traffic at the 150s. Huh. IWM, nobody even talks about it anymore. Eh? Oh, that's right. When was that, Leslie? Or is it still to come? There you go, Raj. Your point of control moved up, right? There it is. It's in 2 weeks? Oh, cool. No, we had an execution class yesterday, Deuce. And the recording's posted. PLTR? Oh, yeah. Cool. Look at that. Nice recovery on Palantir. Jeez. Man, this market is bid. Let's see if we hold the 27s. No, not daily. No, unfortunately not daily. Usually every Wednesday. If I have something if I figure out something really intelligent that I figure you guys need to know, I'll sometimes have two of them a week. But generally once a week is, maybe we'll have some more in the fall. Because in the fall for all of October I'll be in the Eastern time zone, so for about 4 weeks. Hey, a sell order. Wow, call the newspapers. Let's see if we can break 24 now. Oh, I did up a 4-hour candle chart a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure if I sent it to you guys, but here it is. The levels are working kind of nicely. Now, in normal markets, on the 4-hour and the 2-hour, we are at 2 times cost basis. Generally, what I'm talking about is this on the half an hour and this on a 4-hour, right? So what I'm saying is, generally in a normal market, you'll get some sort of a pullback and then sideways like this, right? On these larger time frames. If we don't get that, that means that somebody or a group of somebodies is short so badly, right? They're so short that they just can't, there's just no point. So they have to come in and they have to start buying size. And you'll see that size here. See, look at all that size. So those are like clues, because I'm looking for a short. I've been looking for a short, but at all-time highs in the middle of the summer. You got to be careful with the short. A good percentage of it, Milo, is yes. Yeah, let me take a look at Netflix. Where the hell did I put that chart? Hang on, stay with me. Oh, it's in that other chart book. Let me just pull it up on TradingView. Did it have more splits, Deuce, or has Netflix, is it just gappy? Oof. I would say once Netflix gets up above $80, it'll start to run. Once it cleans out all of this inventory here, right? So basically, everyone in that box is trapped long, and that's got to come and be absorbed down here. It's going to take some time to clean out the stock. And we're still up we go. It's going to take some time. I got to say, as a Netflix subscriber, I'm not really impressed with the service. They put a lot of like 20-year-old movies on there and charge a lot. I think they're slipping. But I haven't looked at the balance sheet. Where'd the chat go? Oh, there we go. Exactly. You know, if you are trading, right, say there's nothing wrong to trade, but make sure the trade makes sense and make sure that, you know, if you are long, that you're selling into strength, right? Shorting at all-time highs, and I've been saying that for a while, it's a fool's errand. It just goes against any kind of business logic. If you actually knew the logic and the mechanics behind a short, there's no reason why you would be position shorting this move. It just shows you don't understand how markets are traded. and the mechanics, right? I mean, if you're 30 points above your freshest inventory, there's no reason to short the thing. The sellers don't have to put it on sale, right? It's easy to get caught up, Leslie, because you missed the long, so you're like, okay, don't worry, I'll catch the short. But what we don't realize is how quickly these markets run out of supply. It's almost like the algos know that everyone gets short and boom, all of a sudden yanks the offer, right? I mean, I used to do it when I was manipulating stocks. When I wanted to take a stock up, I would get people short and then yank the offers because we controlled all the supply. And in essence, these markets are built the same way because of the lack of supply. I mean, look at the way Microsoft rebounded with a little bit of news, right? These markets are. Anybody ever see The Meaning of Life, Monty Python? With Mr. Creosote? And the waiter tries to give him the mint, right? Well, this market, right? This market is wafer thin, right? Just like the mint, right? This market is wafer thin, right? It is thin. All you got to do is breathe on it, and it moves 30 points one way or another, right? It's crazy. I have not seen this market trades like a Vancouver rigged penny stock, which I find very hard to believe, but I'm watching it. I'm trading it every day for the last 6, 7 years, right? Into this massive short squeeze, right? Why did I dump those? Because, Milo, I didn't do the work. I should have run more trades and documented them. I didn't. I got lazy. So the reason why I get rid of stuff is I'm too lazy to actually run 1,000 trades on it. Right? That's definitely if I get lazy. Yeah, it's okay, Mihai, right now. You can't go long, can't go short. Remember it is August and there's probably a beach somewhere, right? But I'm supposed to cajole you guys into joining our trading room, right? Which we are actually giving away some prop accounts, okay? So before you go to the beach, after Labor Day, Mihai, after Labor Day. It is after Labor Day, people will start coming back to work, and they will start meeting up and talking about what they're going to do going into the last quarter of the year, right? So remember, don't get crazy short until we see a seller. Use the levels, right? Looking for 38.5, which is from that longer term chart, right? So we will see you folks tomorrow. Please be careful out there, okay? Remember Hill Street Blues, right? Be careful out there. Remember, if you don't make any money today, that's okay. As long as you have money to trade with tomorrow, that's all that matters, okay? So take it easy. Go enjoy some sun, right? Get a Slurpee, right? Get a Slurpee, throw some vodka in it, and go to the beach. Just kidding, just kidding. Old Canadian habits die hard. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Don't be upset, Sergio. Brother, listen. It's just another day at work. Tomorrow's another day, okay? If you have a bad day in this business, take it from someone whose clients tagged him for 700 grand in one day, right? Where my client walked out on the check, left us hanging with 700 grand, okay? A debit, right? It's just a day. There'll be another day and another day and another. Don't get all hung up on it, and don't let this business take your health, okay? That's the most important thing. Don't let this business take your health. And Tim Bergstrom, I have not forgotten about you. I'm almost finished with this cold. I think it's almost gone. We'll have a chat soon. Have a great day. Thank you so much. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning, okay? Go enjoy the sun. Bye for now, guys. And ladies.